Hello students, we will continue our chapter Globalization and the Indian Economy. We will discuss impact of globalization in India, impact on consumers, globalization and greater competition among producers, both local and foreign producers, has been of advantage to consumers, particularly the well-off sections in the urban areas. There is greater choice before these consumers who now enjoy improved quality and lower prices of several products. As a result, these people today enjoy much higher standard of living than was possible earlier. Impact on MNCs. MNCs have increased their investment in India, indicating that they are benefiting from the investment. MNCs are now interested in industries such as cell phones, automobiles, electronics, soft drinks, fast food, and banking services. These products have a large number of well-off buyers. In these industries and services, new jobs have been created. Local companies supplying raw materials to these industries. Producers will have choice to outsource the work from different country where there is cheap labor and production cost. Several of the top Indian companies have been able to benefit from the increased competition. They have invested in newer technology and production methods and raised their production standards. Some have gained from successful collaborations with foreign companies. Moreover, globalization has enabled some large Indian companies to emerge as multinationals themselves. Tata Motors for automobiles, Infosys, IT sector, Ranbaxy medicines, Asian Paints for paints like this. Impact on small producers. Small producers face close competition with such a well-established firms. For example, batteries, capacitors, plastic, toys, tires, dairy products, and vegetable oil are some examples of industries where small manufacturers hit hard due to competition. Several of the units have shut down. Many workers became jobless. Impact on workers. No job security with growing market competition among industries employers prefers to hire worker as per need. Thus they can dismiss the worker at any time. There is no job security for the workers. Very long working hours. Worker has to work for long hours to meet the demands. They will have no choice than listening to their employer. Low wages, job opportunities are limited and number of workers are far more than the opportunities. Thus producers easily get cheap labor. Workers are ready to work at lesser wages because there are no jobs. Demand is less than their supply. There are enough opportunities for skilled workers, but unskilled workers remain poor. Yes, friends, now we will discuss steps taken by government to attract foreign investment. Government of India set up special economic zones to attract foreign investors. Special economic zones are industrial zones where industries get world-class facilities like electricity, water, roads, transport, storage, recreational and educational facilities. Companies which are set up in special economic zone area will do not have to pay taxes of initial period of 5 years. Government allows these companies to ignore some of the labor laws, such as instead of hiring on a regular basis, these companies are allowed to hire workers for short period whenever they required means flexible labor laws are implemented. Yes, friends, now we have discussed WTO and objectives of WTO. Now we will discuss the struggle for a fair globalization. Fair globalization create equal opportunities for all, thus ensure that benefit of globalization is shared better. Government policies must take care of all peoples in the country equally. Government should ensure that labor laws are properly implemented and workers get their rights. Government should support small producers to improve their performance till they become strong enough to compete. Government can use trade barriers and investment barriers to protect small producers. Government can negotiate at the WTO for fairer rules. Government should fight with other developing countries to reduce the domination of the developed countries. Thank you.